What is new? Bash crew. Bah, 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 bah. Video by Too Lazy to Try. We're watching Akash Singh's response. We got Akash Singh responding all before GTA 6 even releases, guys. Okay, if you don't know, Akash Singh has been in the spotlight because his wife has been disrespecting him and saying god awful things that no woman should be saying about her man online. Like, this is besides dating standards, gender roles out of the window. This is just straight up respect for a human who has given you a life that most people will never be able to live. So we're watching their response, and from what I'm seeing in the comments, it looks like they're coping. It looks like it is a horrible cover up. But you know what? What else can you do? They got to save the business. So she did a lot of damage, but she also gave them a lot of traffic. So maybe they're profiting off of this pretty good. But let's get into it. We're gonna watch it. We're not gonna watch the whole thing because honestly, to be honest, I just don't like them that much, and I rather watch Too Lazy to Try. He's kind of entertaining. So let's see what we got
one with
going.
you making out with the dog. And they were like, man, she'll kiss the dog and not Akash.
That's true. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I never just kiss them.
Have you seen any memes or content that you guys thought were funny?
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Like, I feel like they're trying to make just off of the vibe of seeing this, they're trying to make it a joke when it's really not that funny. In all fairness.
Aisha chicken curry.
That was
Yes, we got to go through the funniest one.
objectively good.
Yeah.
I also like Aisha curry.
Yeah. I can see it. Yeah. You're digging the hole again. Just saying, digging the hole.
If she had a body count, I would have been like, hey. Cut the.
Brody, hold on. Maybe we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. She does have a body count, bro.
But because she doesn't, and I know how innocent she actually is, it can be, not that I'm so secure.
By the way, if you've never seen my beautiful black face, my name is Bash Reacts. Yeah, this is Bash Reacts channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Pa. Join the Bash crew. I love y'all, family. I love y'all. We the best family. Hit the like button. Let's keep going. It helps. We're a small channel. You see, we only got 4 subscribers. We on our freaking way. Right now, we're going road to 10K, 100K, 500K, and $1 million. So let's keep going.
But with that joke, I'm so secure.
I absolutely would feel insecure.
And I think stupidly, I was like, oh, it's an orgy, so it's all of us. It's not like
that is stupid.
Nah. Maybe I need to let her say We're only a minute in.
All right, so the long-awaited Flagrant episode dropped where they finally dive into the Ghislaine files, which, of course, this episode didn't go how people wanted it to because, obviously, they're just going to try to help do damage control. But even with them trying their best to help Ghislaine prove all the speculation wrong, she still, of course, couldn't help herself. All you need to do is just let her talk, and she's going to make things worse and completely humiliate Akash. So even though Schultz and the crew were trying to joke around and pretend like the internet's just taking everything out of context, they still proved everyone right. This was tough to watch. I mean, it's unbelievable how much she gaslights this guy. He's clearly really uncomfortable with the stuff she does, but she never apologizes. She seems to have no shame about it, and she seems to not understand how disrespectful it is towards Akash.
And you see, too, the difference between the way she is on this podcast versus her podcast. On this podcast, she's like, I'm just a girl. I'm just existing. And in her podcast, she's like, I was popping my on day one for these white boy frats. It's like she's so raunchy on her page. But on this page, she's more conservative. She's like, I'm a good girl, guys. I'm a good girl.
And Akash and her pretend like she is so innocent and harmless. Everything she says is just ironic because it's not how she actually is at all. That's what we're supposed to believe here. They brought up her talking about how she was popping her pussy in college, and she claims that just meant she liked to dress up and dance, which sounds kind of ridiculous, but to her credit,
Martin looks fucking stupid.
They do find a definition on Urban Dictionary that says that. So I might consider giving her the benefit of the doubt here if this were the only thing in question. This is only one small thing on a giant list. Also right after she said she was popping her pussy in college, she said she had a roster of guys. and somehow she didn't realize this sounded sexual. Like, what else are we supposed to make of that? And she responds to this, the allegation of her sleeping around in college, by talking about how her childhood was similar to a repressed Catholic schoolgirl. And then when she hit college, she felt free and realized she could do whatever she wants. And you could tell Akash is sitting there like, please just say you meant something else and you're joking. That's all we need. But she always just has to make things more difficult for him. Also, it's crazy they pretend like she's just too naive and doesn't understand what she's saying. Because the real problem is, obviously, Akash is too naive. You know, this is the only girl he's been with, probably the only serious relationship he's been in. And they start dating when he is 30. So she knows he's inexperienced, and she's definitely taking advantage of that. And hopefully behind the scenes, Schultz is more honest with Akash about all this stuff. Like, even though he's trying to help them do damage control during this podcast, I think you could tell he knows this is pretty bad. Like, him and the Flagrant crew have seen all the videos, and they bring up most of it. Of course, they try to be as charitable as possible towards her, but there's only so much they could do.
Popping pussy.
Yeah, let's just get some definition.
Okay.
We're gonna any terms that you might need to know the actual meaning of. Alex is here.
There's no explanation. Like I get what they're trying to say with this definition. Hold on, let's let them cook.
To
Break
be
it down.
fair, I thought it was just like dancing, getting dressed up, and maybe that was my mistake.
Back it up. I'm
So
out.
I acknowledge that.
Look at this.
Big one.
Yeah, the act of getting dressed up, looking fun.
Is it true
No.
you said that there was a rotation of
Poppin'-
guys?
A roster.
Popping your is dressing up and dancing. Girl, does it look like we were born yesterday?
Roster. Yeah, what does a roster
What is that?
mean to
Okay,
you?
What does
so
this mean?
You
I
guys
didn't
have to
watch.
understand. Have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
Never.
Yes.
I was, yeah, you know. Okay. So
No,
I
let me
was-
tell y'all. Hold on. Let me tell y'all something. I went to Catholic private school, and I'm not even Catholic, but those girls were anything but repressed. So miss me with that, right? Like, you don't, just because you're repressed doesn't mean when you go to school you're not repressed. Like, there's times where you can stay after school, or you can do stuff during school under the stair. Like, it happened.
Who was in his living room? Imagine how repressed he was.
I was a repressed Indian girl that I didn't even watch Jersey Shore in high school because I felt it to be too inappropriate. So when I got to college, I'm like, oh my God, I can dress however I want. I can do whatever I want.
You could have a roster of frat boys.
But
What does a roster mean?
so it didn't actually translate to a
You see how
roster.
they,
It just
he's
meant
like, what did a roster mean? Like, he coached her before this. He's like, make sure you say a roster was you were talking to two guys. I already seen this clip. I ain't gonna lie. This part, like, I did see this. But I'm like, make sure a roster only means you're talking to two guys. That's what she's gonna say.
like two guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
Oh, I
That's
need a
all.
hat
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people
When
think you
I
meant
mean
fucking.
hooking up, I just meant making out. Again, like everything I say is so amplified and hyperbolic because it's
nah. Miss me with that. The internet likes to amplify and do things and say things out of context. Miss me with that bullshit. She was literally saying, I want to be that it girl. I'm getting, and she gets on her podcast, says all these raunchy things. She's like, yeah, I'm using my husband for clout. Yeah, I'm saying these things as a joke. The internet takes it out of proportion. Miss me with it, girl. Miss me with it.
like incongruous to who I actually am as a person.
Right. So you're saying you're a big old prude.
Yeah, literally.
So they somehow tried to spin this into her being a prude, but the only person she's a prude to is Akash. Like, he needs to
Yeah, like
realize
she
he'd be
seems
much
very, very nice to all these gentlemen sitting down. She's joking with them, and then Akash is like the butt of the joke. That's like her husband. It's like, this is like a humiliation. All right, technical difficulties, but this is like a humiliation ritual for Akash. I
happy
like
with
this
somebody
angle
who's
actually
actually
quite a
attracted to
lot.
him. Sadly, this lady is not. Like, they brought up how she's always dodging his kisses, which she claims she's never even realized she was doing, which is wild. I mean, at their proposal, she wouldn't even kiss him. So they bring this up, and every time they bring something
The
up, they're
damage
always
control.
like, listen, I don't like that you treated Akash this way. This kind of pissed me off. but they're always like laughing and joking, so they never are really serious about it, which of course is annoying, but what did we really expect? Like, this is a tough situation, and at least they did address it. I mean, I know they pretty much had to, but there's no good way of handling this situation, especially publicly like this. And they wouldn't have needed to if his wife didn't make everything so public. You know, she's the one that decided to put all this out there, so they're like,
it's
no,
like
we'll have...
the dynamic is like they have these guys, right? They're all doing this podcast, and they're like, bro, like they literally had to bring Akash was like, bro, come here, bro, like you're fucking up the money, like you're fucking the money up. You better get that girl Justine in check, cause she's fucking the money up. And then Akash goes for, he's like, hey babe, yeah, you're fucking the money up. Like, I'm gonna have to get real with you. Like, whatever you're doing, like, you're gonna need to be PR coach because you're absolutely destroying the money. And that's why she comes on here and she acts like a good little girl because she's messing the money up. You don't fuck the money up. That's the one thing you do. You can do whatever you want. She can do whatever she wants, but rule one is don't fuck the money up.
Ron will let her explain herself, and I'm
look,
sure they knew she
believe it or not, if you can get your money independently, beyond everyone, money is power. Money is power in this world.
only make things worse.
The
Just be
ducking the
honest.
kisses. That was those.
Yeah.
Are, listen,
These
and-
ones piss me off.
That
No,
I'm
no,
guilty of. I'm
These
guilty
ones
of
pissed
that.
me
yeah,
off,
yeah.
and I didn't like it one bit, and I need you to explain yourself immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we need
so,
to know.
Honestly, I
Also,
didn't,
can I just say that
Yeah.
She got that big, juicy carrot ring on her finger. Let's look back at that.
Yourself immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, we need
so-
to know.
Look at that thing. Golly, that thing is huge. Pause.
Honestly, I
Also,
didn't.
can I just say that
Yeah.
I would
And
watch
she
the
is
video.
ducking and dodging this man's kisses. That just goes to show you, money does not unlame you. Money can never unlame you. You get all the money in the world, you will never be unlamed.
And I would die laughing. As a friend who loves him, I would die laughing because
No.
they edited it so perfectly where like he's going in and then it just right at the last minute. Always duck his kisses when there are not people around.
No, not when there aren't people around. Just when there are people around. And I never even
That's
knew.
worse.
I never.
I mean, shit. Like what did she expect? Like, I mean, that kind of is worse, and that kind of literally reiterates the exact point. Like, that doesn't deter what people are saying. Like, that literally proves the point of what people are saying is that she doesn't like to be seen with him. She's not really attracted to him. Because if you're attracted to somebody, if you're proud of somebody, you want to kiss them all the time. Just like she kisses the dog, right? Like, you want to kiss them all the time. You want to be around them all the time. Like, it doesn't matter. There's no such thing as a repressed schoolgirl. There's no such thing. If a girl likes you, she will be a certain way for you. A girl who does not like you is a different way for another guy. That's just the reality of it. Sometimes we don't win them all, and this one, Akash, is definitely not winning.
I didn't
Explain
know.
yourself.
I didn't know that I
Tell
did
us
that.
why.
I didn't know that I did that, so I really sat and thought about it. So I think it's a few things. I think it's like,
You really sat and thought
yeah,
about it.
because I was like, okay, maybe it's like the repressed Indian girl thing where it's like I get a little bashful, I do get a little shy, despite what the internet thinks.
Most Indians do. I'm the exception.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
give a
I
fuck.
also
what
get
the
over.
internet thinks is crazy because we only have what you told us. We only have what you told us. Despite what the internet thinks is absolutely maddening.
Stimulated because Akash does it a lot, like every 30 seconds, like a little bit. Like,
I get it now. This thing.
So for getting rejected, like what is this?
That's why I grabbed your chin so you couldn't.
I didn't move my face though. I wasn't gonna let him.
And Schultz seriously had a better reaction to Akash trying to kiss him than Jasleen has when Akash tries to kiss her. And no lies, Schultz is so much more affectionate towards Akash than Akash's own wife is. I mean, it's insane what's going on here. Also, she's shy about being affectionate towards her husband in public, but she'll try to hit on and hook up with her co-host husband and talk about his dick right in front of
Exactly.
Akash. Like, they bring that.
I almost forgot about that. We're talking about Nav, the notorious 10-incher. She was talking all about that. All of it. It's just, she doesn't like him. She just doesn't like him. Because if you really like this guy, a kiss is not that big a deal. Like, a kiss is really not that much. And I've never met a woman who doesn't like kissing. Like, there's been women I've met, repressed schoolgirl, if you call it, repressed Catholic girl, who they literally they like kisses. Like there's not one person who doesn't like kisses from the person that they like. That's like that literally makes zero sense.
Up and they're like, what the hell was that? Of course they have to joke about it and try to downplay it a little bit, but you could tell they're disturbed by it. But she somehow finds a way to blame it on Akash. It's hilarious. She's just beating this man into submission. Like, she responds by talking about how this is just her sense of humor after hanging around Akash for a while, and she says that's just like how she makes jokes. And then she says Akash basically started the orgy joke. So this guy's so cucked. His wife tried to hook up with another guy, then when she got called out, she blames it on him. It's incredible. Like, she has to be the greatest gaslighter of all time. I mean, Akash looks so uncomfortable during all this. Like, he tries to crack some jokes, but you tell he's absolutely dying inside. And she tries to act like this is just how they joke around. They make sexual jokes about other people, I guess. And Akash just finds it funny and playful, even though clearly he is not okay with it.
There's not one man on the planet who finds your girl joking about having an orgy with your pal, your buddy. There's not one woman, or there's not one man who finds that funny. Like, who the fuck is that? Like, tell them to stay away from me because your cuckish energy is gonna rub off on me.
You know, they start joking about it here, like how his wife was talking about the other guy's dick, and Akash does not seem amused by it.
You guys have like idiosyncrasies that are kind of different from a lot of couples.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Apparently.
bruh, like the orgy thing was fucking. That shit was crazy. I even watched it and I was like, so break us down.
I need an explanation.
Has the orgy happened?
So, okay, no, it hasn't.
Okay.
No, I still only fucked one woman.
That's what I thought was. Now, would
I don't know. He's trying to make a joke out of it. Buddy, that was not funny.
you have let him get some side in this hypothetical
Yeah,
orgy?
of course. Everyone should be included.
Nah, but Akash wants the dude.
The dude.
You think he can handle all 10 inches of Nav? You think you can take Nav down? Shout out Nav, bro.
Yes.
Shout out
Yes.
Nav, you fucking homewrecker. Okay, what the fuck was that joke? Because I think for a lot of people, myself included, like I saw that and I was like, why would she even joke around about that
Yeah.
with Akash there? And like, what was the what was the backstory to that?
Now, looking back, like it's been pointed out to me and I get that. I feel like for us, I think I learned so much of my humor from Akash, not to like justify it, but just to explain like, oh, if I say these absurd things, it's so funny because it's not who I actually am.
Right.
But I kind of forgot that like the internet doesn't know all these multi-dimensions of my personality. So they're just seeing
that's
this.
That's not what the internet does. That's not, and I find that to be unfactual. What the internet does is it brings out your true personality, if you will, in a way, especially with these people on podcasts. Like, it's like, what's that one thing that you call it? Well, it's like your shadow side, right? It's like Carl Jung. I forget the effect it's called, but you know, someone put it down in the comments below. But basically, your shadow side always leaks through. Like what you're talking about always leaks through in banter and commentary. No matter what type of face you like to put on for the world, it always bleeds through.
One thing.
Right.
So the orgy joke started with like Akash being like, "Oh, Nav's really hot." Like Akash would show Nav's picture to his trainer or whatever because he's like really like.
So then Akash starts coping and he's like, listen, I'd be insecure about this if she had been with people, but you know, she was a virgin, so I trust her. But Schultz is like, no, I'd definitely be insecure about that. And I don't think Schultz believes she's a virgin either. I mean, I don't think anybody really does, except for Akash, you know, because he's just in too deep. He needs to believe that story. Like, that's the only way he can really defend her. He just acts like she's so innocent and pure that she would never actually do anything. So this is some sinister shit going on. Like, she has him so brainwashed.
Whatever.
I will say also, if she had a body count, I would have been like, hey. cut the. But because she doesn't, and I know how like innocent she actually is.
Oh, you are a virgin?
absurd
That's
to me.
that's real?
I was
You
a
were a
virgin
virgin?
until I met him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
And if she wasn't,
Yeah. Good to know. Yeah.
that body count thing, I'd have been like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Because I would have been insecure about it. But I can be, not that I'm so.
I would have been insecure. He is insecure. This is the face of an insecure man. You would not have to mention that you're insecure if you were actually not insecure. Let me tell you how insecurity works, right? Insecurity works like this. If I'm insecure about something, that means I hide it. I push it down. And that's exactly what he did. And that's exactly what he's still doing. It's his shadow side leaking through. If I'm not insecure about something, that's like me saying, all right, you know what? I'm going to podcast with him. Let's say, for example, I'm him. And there's Nav and there's my Jesselyn. I'm like, and she says the comment about Nav has such a big dick or some shit, right? Then me as someone who is not insecure would say, hey, like, I don't like the way, like when you say that, I don't like the way it feels. Like it makes me feel like you're coming on to my partner or like my friend, and like you two, like it's like, it just feels very inappropriate to me. Like you can say that, like you can actually voice that. That is the opposite of insecurity. Insecurity is you hiding it, being like, nah, she said that. Well, Nav is pretty good looking, man. I hate this shit. Like, the hiding it. That is the definition of insecurity. Hiding the shit. And then being passive aggressive about it later on. Or being like, I'm not insecure about it. Like, not really saying what you really feel. That's insecurity. Textbook insecurity.
Secure, but with that joke, I'm like so secure.
Oh, I
because
absolutely would feel insecure.
And I think
Yeah.
stupidly, I was like, oh, it's an orgy, so it's all of us. It's not like
Yeah,
talking.
that is stupid.
Yeah.
I say you're being inclusive. You're being
I
inclusive.
thought, yeah, I thought
And she also seems to think the orgy comment wasn't that inappropriate because at least she included Akash. So at least her husband can watch her have sex with someone else. I mean, it can't get any worse than this. Also, she tries to be like, well, there's a double standard here because Akash makes jokes about getting hand jobs from women. But then they're like, well, don't you tell him he can do that? And she's like, yeah, I tell him he can go to a rub and tug if he wants because it's less work for me. And the crew tries to make it seem like, oh, nice, good for Akash. We're jealous. But she clearly is just disgusted by Akash. She's also previously talked about how he smells down there.
No offense to the homeless people, but like, when you get on the subway and there's like a homeless person sleeping and like everyone has to get out of that car.
Yeah.
That's what my husband's balls smell like. Oh my God.
You see how, like, she fucking, yo, like, she literally, like that clip, like, I remember this clip, but it caught me off guard again. Like, she literally thought about this, like, she meditated on this shit. Like, this was not, like, it came out of nowhere. Like, she was like thinking about it. She was like, man, this nigga's balls smells disgusting.
Hope he's not mad.
So she just wants nothing to do with him. She'd rather have some random lady pleasing him. And Akash, he's like, all right, this sounds good. But I'm sure he just wants to be with his wife. He does not want this. I mean, he always talks about how his wife is the only person he's been with. He seems to be really proud of that. And I don't think he wants to be with anybody else, honestly. So I think his wife is trying to push this on him. And it seems like she's convinced him that a hand job is no big deal. It's emotionless. That's how he justifies it. Because then also if this happens, for sure she's going to use this as justification to be with other guys.
how come you can have a joke about outsourcing hand jobs and blow jobs?
But aren't you cool with the hand jobs?
Yeah.
You're cool with him just getting a hand job massage.
Totally.
Are you
Yeah, I know.
Yes. I've said that it's less work for me.
I don't.
Can you talk to our wives?
I don't believe this. You can't tell you why I don't believe this.
Yes, like
What? That's, I don't know. That's just weird to me.
I think it would bother me like 30%, but I feel like 70% I'd be like, okay, whatever. I put you through a lot the past couple weeks. So.
like he deserves it?
I feel like I owe it to you.
I do kind of deserve it.
Yeah.
Yes.
My justification for the hand job is it's emotionless and it's
just like a little thing after a massage. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, that's great. I'm on
fine.
board.
Yeah.
High five.
I also like the fact that it's just less work for you.
Yeah.
And I know your day is full of work.
You see the difference between like when he doesn't find shit funny versus when he actually finds shit funny. He like busts out laughing, but when he has to force the laughter, he like comes back. When he's like actually finds it funny, he goes forward. He can't control it because he's like, I've been wanting to say this shit all day long.
That was inappropriate and that was uncalled for. So will you go ahead and dismiss this and explain yourself on the record?
I do things.
All right.
And then she tries to come up with stuff she does around the house, and all she could think of is she takes care of the dog. But Akash is like, well, also whenever I come home from the road, the apartment's always clean. And she's like, oh, I hire people to do that. And Akash could be acting here, but he seems surprised by it. He's like, oh, really? You do that without telling me? And she's like, yeah. And his face completely changes. So it's hard to tell, because the whole time they're laughing and joking, they're acting like everything's a joke. But Akash clearly has a lot of problems here that should be addressed. And this seems
He's
like it
just-
might be possibly
Man is emotionally stunted. Like, he's insecure, emotionally stunted. That's really what it is. He's trying to be a good guy. I get it. But he's turning into a nice guy. He has the nice guy syndrome.
rare moment where he realizes she broke his trust, because it sounds like he always thought she was cleaning the house and she never told him that she was hiring a cleaning crew. Like, he's even trying to give her credit here by making it seem like she cleans the house, and still she's like, no, I don't do that. You know, it's like she's just rubbing it in his face.
Do I not take care of Happy like he's my son?
Of course. And I go on the road. I come back, it's clean. I don't know if you hire somebody or if that's you, but every time I come back, it's
I
clean.
hire someone, yeah.
Really? Without me knowing? Now I feel betrayed. I thought you did something.
See, everyone's hiring people, you know?
And you never really get to hear how he feels, you know, because the whole time it's just her addressing things and them laughing about it and making jokes, and Akash barely even got to talk. But towards the end, he finally did bring up something he was uncomfortable with, and of course he just relies on everybody else to press her on it. Like, he just brings it up and they're like, all right, yeah, let's talk about this. It's the video where she's at a dermatologist and her bare ass is out and she's flirting with the doctor. She posted this to TikTok, and Akash basically tells her he was uncomfortable with it here. But she's like, yeah, it was stupid. We make
And another
mistakes,
thing,
whatever.
How is she uncomfortable with PDA? She's flirting with some sort of doctor and has her ass out on TikTok. She's uncomfortable with PDA with you, Akash. With you. Keyword with you. You know, I remember quick story, right? When I was in high school, I remember I told this girl, I was like, man, like, I just don't think you're ready for a relationship. Because she would, like, be all flaky on me sometimes. This was back in high school, right? But she would be, like, flaky on me sometimes, ignoring me, leave me on delivery, leave me on red. And then, you know, she told me, she was like, maybe I'm just not ready for a relationship with you. And that shit hit. I was like, damn. Like, those are lessons early on that you want to learn. That sometimes a woman's just not ready with you. It's not that she's not ready with nobody, just with you.
Like, she does not seem very apologetic, even though her husband clearly is uncomfortable with it. And then she tries to justify it by explaining how it could inspire other women or something. Like, she just tries to think of anything she can. And then Schultz finally points out the hypocrisy and is like, don't you think it's kind of confusing that you say you're a prude and you're shy about all this stuff, yet you have your bare ass out in a video and you talk like this to other guys? And of course she has no response. She just talks about how she's existing and being herself and all that bullshit. But then she tries to spin it around on them, and she's like, well, I'm used to being around comedians, and this is how comedians are and how they act and talk. So she, again, is trying to blame Akash for this.
We gotta get it all out.
Yeah, we need to get it all
We
out.
need to purge this.
And I'm not gonna be happy till we figure it out.
Oh, the dermatologist video.
That one, that one pissed me off. That was outrageous and completely
Yeah,
uncalled
yeah.
for.
Yeah.
So tell us why you were showing your cheeks to
That
the
was-
guy
Okay,
and
can
asking
I-
if he's
To
single.
a
Can I
single
just-
Indian doctor.
Can I
Single
just
Indian
give the
doctor.
whole lore? Okay,
Yes.
looking back, I get it. It was stupid. I was being stupid, okay? But we all make mistakes. But
Stakes is crazy.
Good point. Technically, we do.
yeah, so what happened was I actually fell in Pilates class. I fell on my ass.
Yeah. You don't have the
but
cigarette
you're
lighter
comfortable
attached.
sharing this.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then there's other things you're not.
Because I also feel like this could help girls out. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I'm on an SSRI, so sometimes you need like a little boost. So
Yes.
why not?
Yes, this is why I think that there's
get
confusion.
confused, yeah.
To feel comfortable talking about that, but then also not feel comfortable with certain
Yeah.
sexual things. That's where the brain goes, I have to make up something.
I don't know. It's hard for me. I mean, I just am existing. I'm not trying to like. The only thing I try to do is just be myself on TikTok, but like 10 times extra.
Yeah.
And again, like not to justify,
We'll go down
but
to
I
2
feel
times.
like I've been with Akash since I'm 22, and I feel like I've learned so much of my humor from him, my personality from watching you guys. I've hung out with so many comedians, so I'm like, oh, like be extreme, be funny, as long as your actions are a good person. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, I can say whatever I want.
Don't you blame
Obviously,
this
I
on
can't.
us.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so she's just trying to be a comedian this whole
She does not like banging Akash. Like, she said his balls smell like an old homeless man sleeping on the sofa. She does not like banging him. Like, let's just be honest. And if she doesn't like banging you, like, women are very simple. I mean, they're not that simple, but they're kind of simple, right? As in, like, if you're with a girl and she enjoys sex with you, like, most of the other stuff is like not even that important. Like, I've seen women endure so much more than they should, honestly, just because the sex was good.
time, you know, she's joking around Akash is so screwed. He also says he encouraged her to spend his money because she was with him when he was broke. I mean, he always acts like he was homeless on the streets and had nothing going for him. But when they met, he was on MTV and making a couple $100,000 a year, which is obviously a good living to most people. Then he had one bad year, and now he acts like, man, I can't believe this girl stuck with me. It's incredible. Like, I had nothing going for me. I was a complete loser, but
his
she
career
believed in
wasn't
me.
down and
But even
together
at his
either.
lowest point, he was on a really popular podcast with Schultz, who was blowing up at the time. So he clearly was going to get it back together. It's not like his career was over and there's nowhere for him to go. Also, they were together for years before this already. So if Akash thought she would leave him because there's 1 year where he didn't make as much money, what does that say? And again, they even did have a giant fight and she left him at some point. So he just tries way too hard here, and he has no self-esteem. Like, he is just so down on himself, and he keeps making self-deprecating comments. He keeps saying he can't believe she stayed with him. He's like, why would she ever want to be with me? It makes no sense. You know, I understand why people think she's a gold digger because there's no reason she'd want to be with me. And Schultz and the crew have to keep being like, dude, you're a great guy. Stop talking about yourself like that. And honestly, they probably wish they could say, you deserve better than her.
Okay, he's got this beautiful girl, and she likes buying bags, and that's what the thing
No,
is.
optically, it makes sense that she would be a gold digger. She's much hotter than me. She has nice
Yeah, that's fine, bro.
Guys, treat her like a queen, and she'll treat you like a fan. Treat her like a celebrity, she'll treat you like a fan. It's all dynamics. Treat nobody like a celebrity. No one. Not even me. If you see me in person, granted, right? But if you see me in person, I mean, you can say what's up. But don't treat me like a celebrity. Treat me like a friend, right? I've had people recognize me off of YouTube, and they treat me like a celebrity. It just puts you in a different frame of mind. No matter what, don't treat anyone like a celebrity. And that's exactly what he's doing. He thinks that he's not good enough, but he's a human being. He's made millions of dollars. He's made more money than most people will ever see in their lives. And he thinks he's not good enough for her. He like, what is it? Like the physical? Like, are you too short? You think you're too unattractive? Brother has colored eyes. Like, he's not a.
You're the prize. You're the prize.
I look decent with a shirt on.
We just said you still want to stay with him.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
Yeah.
I never actually asked why.
No, you know why, bro. Come on.
Oh, yeah,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
You got that muffin top.
Yeah, you got that.
Why? It's like you're incentivizing her to leave.
Oh, yeah.
okay, the real answer.
What is loud? What was that?
His dick smells.
Oh, that dick. Yeah, because once you, yo, Kurt.
So he just has no
See, that-
confidence.
those are the real jokes. Like, see, those are the real jokes that they're wanting to say, but they got to do a little bit of damage control before.
It's
they
her
can say it.
self-esteem, and he thinks there's no way he could ever do better than her. So he just has to put up with all her BS, and he has to spoil her. I mean, it's almost like he feels bad for her that she has to be with him. Like, that's how down bad this guy is. So once he started making money after that one bad year he had,
You know
he
what a mail
encouraged her
order
to
bride
shop,
is?
and he said
A
it's like
bride.
therapy for her.
They still have
and then
that.
she says some crazy shit. She
That's what this
basically
reminds
acts
me of.
like shopping is a good lesson for her because it shows her she can spend money without worrying about it. She seriously tries to say something like that. And then also Akash talks about how emasculated he felt when he couldn't afford to buy his wife nice things. So think about how far gone this guy is. He says not being able to spend money on his wife is emasculating, but then never once says that about her humiliating him daily, dodging his kisses, saying he smells, and hitting on other guys right in front of him. You know, he never says that's emasculating. He only says that about
Yeah, look at
him
the
not being able to
security guards.
spend
Are they
money on her
midgets?
when she was making money. She said she had a job at the time,
They
and
are.
he was basically in between jobs in a sense. But she still made him feel like complete garbage for not being able to pay for things. So that's why he feels the need to spoil her.
Faster than I did, but now I'm like, oh, that's my soulmate. So again, the jokes don't bother me. I know what's happening, and go buy the bag. I like
That's
encourage
not
her to
your
buy.
soulmate, brother. We've all been in Akash's shoes. That's not your soulmate, brother. I'm so sorry. When this ends, like, mark my word, 10. I'll give it like 10, maybe 15 years. 10 years, give or take. Mark my word. You'll see. Wisdom has taught me. Time is the teller of all. Wisdom has taught me that. If you like if you like this video, y'all, make sure y'all hit the freaking like button. Join the Bash crew. Ba 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 ba. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all, family. A quick little amount of videos to keep watching me. I love you. Deuce.